Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple and a Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to be reading and talking all about the Aquarius Full Moon energy. This energy is here. The full moon does peak on the 19th. It peaks at exactly 2:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, August 19th. This full moon will be illuminating our skies for the next 3 days. 3 days. Guys, don't forget we are multi-streaming, so we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. I see everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome. Let me know, ladies, do we have sound? Picture is okay. Mercury is still retrograde through the end of August and definitely causing us some technical difficulties and challenges this Mercury retrograde, right? All right, guys, I'm going to talk about the theme of this Aquarius full moon. I'm going to do a collective reading, and I am going to offer some free and paid mini readings at the end. Diana, I did get your messages. So you have family coming. That's so exciting. Absolutely make sure to enjoy time with family. Michelle is helping us over on Facebook. Let's go ahead and top that list off at 11, Michelle, just so we don't get too crazy, right? So yes, guys, 11 astrology for the week of the August 18th through the 24th. It is going to be all Aquarius full moon, a very powerful full moon. First, I want to start with the themes of this full moon. So the theme of the Aquarius full moon, August 19th, is going to be all about our future. It's humanitarian energy and it's for the good of all. So that is the theme of this very powerful full moon that we're experiencing. So I did call this the first powerful or the most powerful full moon for 2024. And I know that we called that second Capricorn full moon the most important full moon. And I'm going to explain to you why I did that. So that second Capricorn full moon that we experienced at the end of July was very much an opportunity for us to close something out that has been very painful, that we've been dragging out for a long time. And it was really where the cosmos were supporting us in bringing that closure. So some of us did close those things out, whether it was a job that wasn't serving us, a relationship that wasn't serving us, friends. Some of us, it's even been family, right? Whatever wasn't in alignment with our vibrational energy, it was like it dropped away and we went forward. However, some of us still holding on to some of those things. I know that's true for myself. Guys, I don't ever want to come out here and pretend like I have all of this I don't know, like in the bag, right? It's just because I have this information or just because I know, like, I don't know, I study astrology. It doesn't mean that I do everything perfect, right? Definitely not the case. Um, so yeah, this particular full moon, the most powerful, because I feel like it's going to force us to take action. As that second Capricorn full moon at the end of July gave us opportunity to take action, because this is for the collective energies, because this is for the greater good of all, this full moon will force us to take action. So this is going to be a very powerful full moon. I know I've already experienced it. I feel like I experienced it for myself just specifically today. I feel like I had to draw my sword today. Have you guys ever had that feeling? Like, um, I don't know why people poke the bear, but just that feeling where it's like you had to draw your sword, you had to draw the line in the sand type of energy. And I'm really hoping that, I don't know, that it stops at that. But I guess, if it has to be a battle, it has to be, right? So yeah, this particular full moon, very powerful. And it is more powerful because it is about collective energies. It's no longer about me, right? And it's now about us. And I think that's where people maybe have a confusion or like misunderstanding with this particular full moon. So the first thing I want to say is illumination. You see on your screen there, um, all full moons illuminate like where you are out of alignment, right? That's actually what happens with full moons, in case you guys didn't know. But it's also like why energies are sometimes so chaotic or intense around full moons, is because it's showing you where you have gone astray, right? So again, this particular full moon is actually going to show you where you've gone out of alignment when it comes to the collective energies. So how are your actions or lack of, right, impacting the collective? So here's what I'm going to say, guys. Get ready for some spankings. I know I feel like I've been dealing with them and dishing them out at the same time. So that is what's happening with this particular full moon. We are going to be forced to act, like I mentioned earlier, and that is why I'm calling this the most powerful full moon. I do feel like this is a little bit of a sneak peek of what is coming, right? Because Pluto has now moved into Aquarius, so what's coming for almost the next 20 years. I do feel like it's going to be a strong impact on you personally, but also on the collective. The humanitarian energy, like I said earlier, it's no longer about ourselves, and now it's about all of us. And really, it's about where this full moon is going to show you, like, where you can be of service. So, for those of you that maybe are struggling to find purpose or struggling to follow your purpose, this could be a very powerful full moon for you in that way. And when I say the good of all, just remember as you experience this full moon energy, literally everything that's happening to you around this full moon is for the greater good of all. And I know sometimes like that's really hard to understand or really hard to like comprehend or take in, because we feel like so it's maybe not something we wanted or it's not exactly how we wanted it, that type of energy. So I just want you to keep that in mind, that whatever is happening around this full moon, everything is happening for the greater good of all. And when I say the greater good of all, I mean as in the collective, right? Let me get a drink of my tea. All right, I do want to talk about a couple of those slides that are going across your screen there. This one right here is my favorite, the vibrational energy chart, the funnel, right? We used to look at the Hawkins funnel. Same thing here. So you can see that on the left side of the screen, it shows you emotions, feelings, and then in the middle there, it showed you the how they're measured. And they're measured in frequency, right? In hertz. So somebody told me an easy way to think of that is to think of your credit score. But yeah, that's like a whole other show. But yeah, so when you're trying to raise your vibrational energies, everybody's like, I don't understand what that means. So I put these charts on here in hopes that they would give you guys some assistance. So if you look on the chart, let's say you're feeling like grief, fear, desire, anger, right? You need to raise those lower vibrational energies up towards more of like love and enlightenment, right? That's the whole goal. And another thing that I've been learning is, and tell me if you guys have been learning about this too, but I feel like Spirit's been showing it to me a lot. It's like when we can raise our vibrational energies, we are actually like, I don't know, like let's say, for example, somebody that is at, enlightenment at 700, whatever my bobs, then it's like they are going to like wipe out, I don't know, like 5 people that are in fear or apathy. You see what I'm saying? So it's like we kind of counteract the lower vibrational energy by being in higher vibrational energy. So that's something that's been being shown to me specifically on my journey. So another thing that happens is people often ask me, Rosa, like, how do I raise my vibrational energy? I'll say, well, if you're in fear, you need to find pride and you need to find reason and you need to find willingness and unconditional love. And you know what I'm saying? And that's how you go up on the chart. But people are like, well, what do I actually do to do that? Like, how do I find pride? How do I find courage? You see what I'm saying? And so that's that second chart that you see on the screen here. 15 actionable ways to raise your vibration fast, right? Fast. Practice gratitude is the easiest. Dance freestyle is on here. Take a break from technology is on here. Make someone else smile is on here. These are all ways that you can actually take action and raise your vibrational energy. So I hope that information was helpful. All right, guys. So here's what we're doing tonight. Aquarius full moon. I have made a different spread to see, and of course you've probably already seen it on your screen there, that's going to illuminate to us or show us what is being illuminated for you, particularly with this Aquarius full moon, right? I am doing Talking to Heaven tonight. There is that Aquarius full moon 4 cards, guys, completely free. And then I am going to do the general guidance, of course. There's something different. What else was it? That's it right there. Something's still hidden. So something's still hidden we've been doing for a while because of this move from Pluto into Aquarius. We stopped for a little bit while we had the Lionsgate energy here. I hope all of you guys have been manifesting with this Lionsgate energy. I know people say that the energy portal is closed, but I feel like it's actually still very, very active. I'm starting to really believe there was one person that I was following that said the peak will actually be on August 22nd this year. And I feel like that could actually be very, very true. But anyway, so yeah, something hidden. And of course, twin flame current energy is also offered as energy exchange. So of course, energy exchange always jumps the free line in order received. So please let us know if you do decide to purchase one of those readings. All right, I'm going to start with a collective reading first. Dream sequel. Breathwork and singing helps. Love it. Jenna, hello. All right, here we go. I'm going to start Divine Masculine first. I did forget something. Supermoon and blue moon. Do y'all remember when I made a fool of myself and came out and was like, this is not a blue moon. Why do they keep calling it a blue moon? Here's one thing you'll learn about me. I try not to be wrong, right? But if I am, I'm going to come out and tell you, like, hey, I foobarred, right? So blue moon, this is a supermoon because it's closer to the Earth than normal, so it makes it appear like it's bigger, right? And blue moons, the actual meaning of blue moons is because there's normally 3 full moons in a season. This particular season has 4 full moons, and that is considered blue moon. So all 4 moons are considered blue moons, right? So I think this is like the 3rd and the 4th of the 4 blue moons for 2024 in this season that we're in, right? So that's why, guys. But it's interesting because I always thought, right, that blue moons were when there is a second blue moon in the calendar month. And that's actually true too. So there's 2 different meanings. So I wasn't necessarily, well, yeah, I was wrong. But yes, there's 2 different meanings. And the interesting part is that the blue moon with the 4 moons in a season instead of 3 is the actual, like, original meaning of blue moon. The blue moon that I think of, or that most of us think of, where there's 2 full moons in a calendar month, was actually an accident. It was a misinterpretation that just kind of took off. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff there. But this is going to be a super blue moon. All right, here we go. I'm using the Heal Yourself reading cards. We've been using these a lot. I feel like it's just because we're all being very... I feel like we're all getting called out on our shit, right? So it's like we have to start healing said shit. And that's why I feel like I'm being drawn to use these more often. All right, masculine energy, please. We have rejection. It's number 13. Oh, I love it. So it's the rejection card, number 13, but it's also that card in the Heal Yourself reading cards where he's in the mirror. And I know that it looks like a picture frame, but it's a mirror. So it's like he's in the mirror and there's a cobweb from his hand to her shoulder. So it's this energy of, I don't want you, but no one else can have you, right? Or it's this energy of you may think that you're getting away from something, but somehow it still has like attachments to you, right? And then of course there is a clock behind her, so there is something about divine timing here. This is masculine energy. Miss L, hello. All right, let's look at feminine energy next. Oh, then I will have to make sure to light some candles and send some positive energy. Feminine energy, 2 cards come out. Patience and unleash your creativity. Unleash your creativity is the card with the tools, and the patience card is giving me like reversal energy, like impatient type of energy. How many of you feel like you're struggling to find your purpose? How many of you feel like you're struggling to figure out how to implement what you've learned in your spiritual awakening? How many of you feel like you're not sure how you're going to be of service, right? We keep talking about this Aquarius full moon, and I do feel like it is this peak, like a sneak peek of this, the next however many years we're going to spend in this age of Aquarian energy. And it's all about humanitarianism. Well, I can't even say that word. It's all about service to others, right? So it's like that's where the focus is for many of us. And some of us, I really don't know, guys. I don't know like why Spirit said, Rosa, you're gonna do this. I feel like I guess got a little extra help. I see a lot of people in their spiritual awakening like struggle to figure out what it is that they're supposed to be doing, or how it is that they're going to be of service to others, right? And it was pretty easy for me, right? For me, it was like I was told this is what you were going to do, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. It actually took me quite some time to like actually hit the create channel button, right? Like it really took me a long time. I kept actually researching different stuff about different platforms. Like I kept trying to like, I guess, talk Spirit into believing that I needed to learn all this stuff, and I wanted to like, know what I was doing before I got into it. And it was like I didn't want to just go out there. And I mean, yeah, it was like all these little things that I kept procrastinating and just, making the time longer and longer and longer until it finally was like I had to do it. That was it. There was no more procrastinating. There was no more waiting. It was like when Spirit is ready for you to like make a change, it's like things will just become as uncomfortable as possible, right? So I do feel some impatience with this card, the number 23, and the Heal Yourself reading cards, and the number 31, Unleash Your Creativity. She's holding that tool in her hand, that wrench. So it's like you're not sure. Maybe you sing, or maybe that you write really well, or maybe that. Um, whatever it is that you do, but it's like you do this, but you're not sure like how that can be of service to others, right? I think that could be the energy for divine feminine. And what I'm going to tell you, if I'm talking to divine feminine and that resonates or that's hitting home, is your birth chart. Your birth chart. I feel like we don't study our charts enough. Like I feel like every day I'm learning something new about my own chart. Now that is because I have that Time Passages app, and it just kind of tells me new stuff about my chart every day, right? But I think it's important that we dive into our chart on a regular basis, right? Especially astrology. Like there's so much to learn in astrology. There's no one person that could be like, oh, I know it all, right? Like that's not possible. So it's like the more you learn about your individual astrology, right? It can definitely give you like signs and point you in the right direction for what it is that you're looking for. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. We have the selling out card. Ugh, it comes out ugly. The home card is on the bottom. Selling out. So I just remembered, like, got a little bit of a flashback of a video that I watched not too long ago. where the girl was talking about twin flames and um, the idea or the concept. Like she was like, you know what? I'm not going to go the way the universe is guiding me. Like I'm not going to follow all the signs. I'm not going to, do all this stuff. She's like, I'm going to still use my tools and I'm still going to, follow my purpose. But I'm just going to do it my way. Right. And she talked about like how, we're all scared to do that. Like we're all scared to tell spirit, like, yeah, I'm doing it my way. I'm Rosa. I'm not scared to tell spirit that, but I will say that the spankings I received in the last 4 years have definitely made me pause and make sure that that's what I want to say before I say such things, right? But anyway, in the video, she's talking about how she's like talking to her guides and she was like, you know what, I'm just going to do things my way. And this is my journey. And she's like, I understand that each lifetime we have to come down here and we have to learn these things and yada, yada. She's like, but this lifetime probably ain't going to be the one. And it's not going, she's like, she said she didn't want it to take away from the experiences that she could have if she just kind of like revolted against the journey. Right. So she talks about how like in this lifetime, she's just choosing to do what she wants to do, and she's not going to continue on like that type of awakening. She's continuing on her awakening, but she's not going to focus on that energy anymore, right? And she talks about how she felt like it was draining her being so focused on that type of energy. And I feel like that's true. It's true for me. I'm to the point where I just really don't like the labels whatsoever. You know what I mean? And it's hard for me to explain to people that this is an internal awakening that has to do with like our internal masculine and feminine energies when there's some person, right? So it's like it's a little bit more challenging when you're on this type of spiritual awakening journey. But the point of me telling you about this lady and her video is that when she was telling her guides this, the message she received was, what do you think they did? Like, what do you think they chose? Right? Like she was the chaser and they were the runner. She was like, when she told her guides, like, I'm done chasing. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to just go do my own thing. She heard her guides tell her, like, what do you think that the other person chose? Right. And so the concept is, or the theory or whatever, is that when you choose yourself, right? Like when you say, I'm not going to focus on this and I'm just going to focus on me and I'm just going to go do me, right? The idea is that, yes, you can do that, right? Because again, we have free will. But the idea or the concept or the theory is that we sacrifice union, that we sacrifice union. I have a hard time with that. And I'm going to tell you why I have a hard time with that. And I'm not trying to be like, I don't know, it's the Aries. I'm so, I don't know, argumentative, I guess. But here's why I struggle with that belief. I've started PLR almost 4 years ago, right? Like October be 4 years I've been on this wild journey, right? And I told everyone from the very beginning that I believed we were always in union, right? We were born in this lifetime in union and we will leave this lifetime in union. I've always said, like, I don't believe that I have a half a soul in my body and there's like a half a soul wandering around the earth somewhere that I need to make me feel whole, right? Like I've said that from the very, very beginning. Like we're whole right now. And when we heal, it's like we realize we were whole all along and we never needed anything else. Like God has given us absolutely everything we need and we never needed anything, anyone, nothing, right? Other than God, right? So yeah, it's just a theory or concept of things to keep in mind. But the message that I'm getting with the selling out card and the home card being on the bottom is it's very possible that many of us feel like we're choosing our 3D life, our physical experiences over our spiritual experiences, right? Many of us could feel like we're just sick of the labels. Some of us could be sick of the person. If your person is unhealing or like they're not Like if they're still drinking and binging and sleeping around, freaking everybody in town, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're still doing all this kind of stuff, then you probably want as detached from that energy as possible, right? And I feel like that's actually what's happening for a lot of divine feminines. It's like it's no longer serving you to be attached to that energy. For some of you, you could even be healing the selling out, right? Like you're no longer selling out. Now you're stepping up to the plate. You're seeing your own worth. You're creating boundaries. You're enforcing boundaries, right? And I think when that happens, it's like MJ says, it's like we unhook ourselves. And I feel like that could be what's happening. And that really could explain a lot too of why the masculine energy has this rejection, right? But I do feel like the home card on the bottom really tells us why. Like it really tells us the why we're doing the things. All right, we're going to clarify, and I'm actually going to use the Gilded Tarot. Let's look at that rejection energy on the masculine side. It's number 13. It's pretty interesting because I'm seeing 13, bridging energy is number 1, selling out. And I put unleash your creativity on top of that patience card. It's 31. So the number synchronicity is huge. 13131. So who's seeing all the ones? Who's seeing all the threes? All right, let's look at rejection energy. We have 6 of Pentacles coming out. Something's being balanced out or something needs to be made fair again. The Lovers comes out. Gemini energy strongly. And the 8 of Swords comes out. 8 of Swords is self-restriction. So this masculine could be feeling some type of self-restriction when it comes to this particular type of spiritual awakening. In other words, like I'm stuck to this or I'm bound to this or I can't get away from this, right? It does say that 6 of Pentacles, like Spirit steps in to make something fair, to make something right again, to make something balanced. And whatever is that is being balanced, it causes this freedom, right? Because 8 of Swords, self-restriction, like I'm telling myself I can't do something. Spirit steps in with the Lovers, Gemini energy, major arcana, and suddenly I'm able to break free. All right, let's look at unleash your creativity and patience coming out for divine feminine. I really felt like that patience was a reversal energy, a lot of impatience. I'm not sure how to use my tools. I'm not sure how to implement. I'm not sure how to be of service or what my purpose may be. We have the Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. So divine feminine, I would say make sure to check your charts. Where is Cancer for you? I'm a Cancer rising. Chariot is about following the rules, and it's also a card that says, like, don't be afraid to move quickly towards your victory. The Devil is here for divine feminine. The Devil is about karmic energies and breaking away from karmic energies. It's about learning karmic lessons. And the Devil, of course, is strong Capricorn energy. So we have strong Cancer, which is my rising, and we have strong Capricorn, which is my 7th house. 7th house. 9 of Cups is here. 9 of Cups is divine wishes being granted. Divine wishes being granted. I feel like you're getting something you've been waiting for. It could be answers coming in with the Chariot. It could be power coming in with the Devil. Capricorn energy is very powerful. I feel like Capricorn energy kind of gets, I don't know, like swept under the rug sometimes. It's very loyal, faithful. It's very hardworking, dedicated. It's the true goat. The true goat. All right, let's look at selling out as bridging energy. We have 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is about making a boundary, protecting something. It could also be about stubborn energy. It's stubbornness, because Seven of Wands is here, and Seven of Wands is about boundaries and protection, and Three of Swords is here. Weary. I feel like you're both. mm, So it does seem like both energies, weary, exhausted. Three of Swords is heartbreak. It's healing. How many of you feel like you're so much in your divine feminine energy that it's hard for you to relate to the divine masculine energy? Or vice versa. Maybe you're so much in divine masculine energy that it's hard for you to relate, have compassion, empathy, or understanding for divine feminine energy. There's going to be a reason for the selling out. There's purpose to everything. And I think the bridging energy right now is just about having compassion and understanding for the other. What I will say is when you're caused or called or provoked to draw your sword, it can be very challenging to have compassion and understanding. All right. All right, I'm actually going to use the Chakra Love Balance cards. Miss L gifted these to me. And we're going to do a quick head, heart, and higher self. Just like I just got the cards out and one flies out already. I'm in the headspace for Divine Masculine. The love card is here. It's heart chakra energy. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. I guess I could be having some lessons on what love is or isn't. Maybe Divine Masculine is thinking about ways that they didn't show love through their actions. All right, in the heart space for Divine Masculine, we have it's the chakra balance card. It's unity. The only illusion is separation. I love that I went on and on about how we're all whole, right? We're not a half a soul split in two bodies, right? The only illusion is separation. So amethyst, new jade are some crystal suggestions for those of you that want to meditate. Higher self lesson. Again, we have heart chakra coming out. So it's very possible Divine Masculine, maybe another heart chakra activation. I just heard the words leveling up. It says forgiveness. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. So that is the lesson for Divine Masculine at this time. All right, Divine Feminine in the headspace. We have the sacral chakra. It's the fertility card. Let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. So that's big confirmation over here for your Unleash Your Creativity card as your current energy. So it's like in the headspace, you're trying to figure out the seeds of creation, right? All right, let's do heart space for Divine Feminine. I have sacral chakra again. So Divine Feminine, we could have a sacral chakra blockage. Letting go is here. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it's the first step towards success. Oh my God, I needed to hear that today. I'm going to read it one more time. Letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. Carnelian is the suggested crystal on this sacral chakra card. For those of you that want to meditate, remember the sacral chakra 2 inches below the belly button. Carnelian is my new favorite stone, you guys, my new favorite gemstone, carnelian. All right, let's do higher self lesson for divine feminine. It is always the sacral chakra with us, I know, right? Destiny comes out. I love it. So this is going to be the third eye chakra. Fluorite is a suggested crystal. It says, follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. Follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. All right, let's pull a Tree of Life oracle for some guidance. And then we'll jump over to that list. The love card coming out again. So love, clearly the heart of the matter, right? You have fallen coming out. Ooh, that's the one we're gonna have to read out of the book. It feels painful. Let's do one more, please. The buds card. It shows these little buds starting to bloom. Bark is on the bottom. I remember bark is the card that talks about protecting ourselves, right? The bark protects the tree. All right, so the fallen card is the card that I'm being told we're going to read. Wow, it's number 17. Tree of Life fallen is death and renewal. Acceptance, forbearance, grace, ritual, exposure of truths. Tragedy, shock, misery, great loss, and bitterness. It says, you're on notice that a big cycle has ended or is ending, and a big new one is beginning. Tree of Life fallen urges you to stand in strength. Often in life, something signals an end, perhaps even a drastic or momentous event. You're now in or may soon be part of a shift that seems to have altered the universe. Do not lose hope or faith in all that good life has to offer at this time. Forbearance and stealth will see you through. What makes you strong is your ability to feel the impact and go with it. Grieve and allow sorrow to wash through you. What was mighty and tall has now come down, and enormous loss may feel overwhelming. But even in death, we welcome the new perspective and stark clarity that we gain. When a great tree falls, it can be a sudden or unexpected. This is a time for us to mourn and feel the loss of what once was. Let your memories bring you the range of emotion that you may feel in your suffering. You may be moved to write poetry or record your feelings and thoughts in a journal, or to chant or sing. You may be moved to create art or to begin a new project that you can pour your heart into. Grief heals over time, and through our creative will, new life emerges. All is not lost. It is natural to feel anger and bitterness over loss. Misery and tragedy of any kind deserve such a response. Yet anger can become a destructive force, only adding to the misery. Express feelings in the most constructive way possible and be a part of a brave and wonderful new phase of life. At the same time, be careful not to idolize or over sentimentalize the past, even as you acknowledge the emotions that come with grief. The stages of grief include shock and denial, then anger, and lastly, acceptance. This is part of the process of rebirth for you and your awareness of self in relation to others and the world around you. Big changes have come, and when you face them with courage, you see that you are still standing, living, and capable of thriving. Do not allow explosive and unexpected change or the end of a situation to disable you. Certainly not for long. Recover and repair, clear up the pathways, or leap over the obstacles and walk on. Renewal is yours now. The Tree of Life Fallen card is a sign that you possess a brave and resolute heart. All the good is coming. What a beautiful message. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. That is going to be your collective reading. Let me remind you guys really quickly what we're doing. And I do see the list going over there. So Amanda on Facebook wants Talking to Heaven. Vanessa. Amanda, I missed you the other night, so please forgive me. I love you so much. It was just one of those nights where I was ready to be done with the day, right? I love that, Miss L. I've been out of Palo Santo for so long, and it's nobody's fault but my own, because I mean, I've went to my little my happy place store, right? And I bought all kinds of sage, but no Palo Santo. Diana had gifted me these Palo Santo incense, and I went through one box and then I saved one because I, you know what I mean, I wanted it to last longer. And I recently, it hasn't been recent, I would say about 3 months ago, burnt the last one. I know, right? All right, Amanda, here we go. And guys, I have a different screen. There we go. So you can tell when we're doing personal reading. I will try to click on your name so everybody knows who we're talking to. Guys, if you're looking for a private reading, not one that is on a live, you can find the links for that in the description box. I sell my readings over on Etsy for those of you that are more comfortable with the Etsy store and the Etsy program. And then I also have my own personal website, still kind of new. We're still adding stuff to it and, doing designs and whatnot. So links for all of that is going to be in the description box. And make sure to go over and check it out. Send me your address. Yes, Miss Al. Yes. I actually just did a change of address, like for the first time, and I don't know how long. But yeah. All right, Amanda, first one to come out. I was met by so many people. So many loving people. I'm actually getting a message here. So, Amanda, this card came out in a shorts that I did not too long ago, like maybe just a couple days ago. So you may want to watch that shorts. Let me know if you haven't seen it because I can share it and I'll just send it to you. Let's see what else wants to come out. I have become one of your guides. I feel like that also that also came out in that same short. So that's pretty interesting. Oh, there it is. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. This is the card that shows the red heart with the fall leaves. And it's like all the beautiful bright red, orange leaves. And it does show some falling from the trees. It's interesting because somebody told me the other day that fall was here. And I'm like, is it really? Like, is it fall? Yes. So here where I'm at, the leaves have not necessarily started to change, but they have. So yeah, I feel like there's something about leaves falling. Maybe a tree with like red leaves nearby. The shorts video, and now I'm gonna read the I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. It says, it's funny, when I first came over here and had a chance to look back at my earthly life, I realized the way in which my own insecurities and fears held me back from expressing the true innermost parts of my heart. I was so caught up in my own day to day life that I didn't take the time to express myself like I should have. If you could look up to the sky right now, you would see I love you written in the clouds and colored by the stars. From my spiritual perspective, I know all the little things you did quietly for me and can't thank you enough. Love continues to live in your heart, and together we can be reassured that it can never die. Amanda, just flat out ready. It is going to be sun energy, and the message here, I don't remember what that shorts was about. We're going to have to go back and figure that out. But the message here is that I didn't tell you, I wish I could have told you more often how much I love you. The message I got was that, and mind you, this is a young energy. So it's like this energy was like very involved in their life, in their day to day drama and stresses that are, natural to this age of energy, right? And so it's this energy of like, not only do I wish I could have told you how much I love you, I wish that I would have been able to show you. It's like now that they're on the other side, they're able to see all the things you did for them. So it's like, I wish I could say thank you for all the things you've done, you know what I mean? Or did, right? Like that type of energy. But these are all things that, like, while they were alive, like they didn't notice, or it didn't seem like a big deal at the time, or it was expected almost, right? And it's like now that we're here on the other side, it's like, wow, that was amazing. And I wish I would have told you more often, thank you, I love you, all those things. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right. Yeah, I got my pen and paper out, but I didn't make the list. I just said, okay, Amanda. Vanessa must be next. Yeah, I see it because I see her go, hi. Thank you, ladies. I'm just writing the list down really quickly so I don't have to keep going back up. Oh, Amanda says, and I regret all the things I didn't do and say to myself. Amanda. Air hugs. Hello, Tim. All right, Vanessa, let me know. Are we doing Aquarius Full Moon, the Illumination reading? Thank you, Amanda. It is, and it's gonna shine like that for 3 more days. I'm just saying. So it's pretty super blue moon, right? Sweet. All right. trying to decide what cards I want to use. So I think I'm going to use the Heal Yourself reading cards. Might swap it up, I guess. Person to person, energy to energy. All right, what's being illuminated? We have the sadness card and pay attention to the signs. This could be about anxiety, depression. It could be about something that you're fearful of causing anxiety or depression. So it's like it's being illuminated to you. This could be like, let's say it's being illuminated because, out of alignment for the collective. So it's like there's anxiety or depression that you haven't, and it's just really depression more than anxiety, but like it's going to be something like an energy that you haven't dealt with. Like I don't want to face it. Buried in the subconscious, like not wanting to deal with whatever that's going to cause or bring up if I start focusing on it to heal. Very possible. And it could be too, like you're seeing signs, like things are being shown to you, and maybe you are like, it's too scary or too creepy or like just too out of the way. So you're like, I'm not going to focus on that sign. I'm not going to pay attention to that. I feel like that could be what's being illuminated. And of course, the sadness card is the card that shows the art palette. So it's like, this could just be, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what gifts I have to share with the world. I don't know how to share my gifts with the world, right? I don't know how to be of service. And it's like, pay attention to the signs, like Spirit's trying to show you what it is that you're supposed to do. But again, the pay attention to the signs and the Heal Yourself reading card, it's like, it gives off a creepy, scary type of vibe, right? Like it looks like she's in one of those cemeteries I always talk about where like they bury the people in the little monument things, right? So it's like, it gives this vibe like we're not paying attention to it because it kind of scares us or we're fearful of it, right? All right, let's look at how you're going to contribute to the collective. How will you contribute? How will pay attention to the signs help you contribute to the collective, right? How would following your purpose help you contribute to the collective? Wow, we have help from above coming out. And it's a specific meaning. I love this, Vanessa. Okay, so help from above, number 27. We actually seen this the other day. But it's the card where she's standing in the ocean and the waves are coming and like crashing all around her, but she's very calmly playing that harp, right? So it's like the waves, of course, represent emotion. So it's like how you're going to help the collective is you're helping us transmute emotional energy, right? Sadness into love, pain into love, right? Darkness into light, right? All right, now let's look and see how Spirit thinks you need to be more vulnerable. So because we have this hard exterior, like this, hard shell, you can't hurt me. I've built this wall around me type of thing. That is breaking down, right? Like that's what's breaking down with Pluto leaving Capricorn and moving into Aquarius. So because that energy is happening, I want us to look at how we can be more vulnerable in our relationships, because that's what's needed, right? As we move from this I energy to we energy. Sexual arts is here. No, I don't feel like it has anything to do with sex. Maybe for some of us, but I feel like sexual arts, number 33, and the Heal Yourself reading cards. If you look at the definition in the book, it talks about how these energies are learning how to fuse. That's not really the word I want to use. It's like they're learning. It's about intimacy. And it's about how intimacy doesn't always have to mean physical sex, right? All right. Let's pull a chakra love card for guidance. And the sexual arts card, Vanessa, it shows the two people. It looks like she's wearing like a robe of some sort, like a sheer um, piece of fabric kind of covering her breasts and her, like the front part of her body. You can see his chest, his back, and they're in the clouds. They're in the clouds. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Vanessa, vulnerability, one of the many cards that flew out. You also got embrace balance between earth and spirit. Calmness came out, but it's in reverse. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. And you also got manifestation. It's the fruition of confidence and belief. But I believe vulnerability is going to be the message here. It says showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. All right. I hope that was helpful, Vanessa. Thank you, Vanessa. Hello, Sandra. Diana said, no regrets, Amanda. I concur. All right, so everyone is getting full moon except Diana doing talking to heaven. Ooh, what are you making, Jenna? Oh, Sandra is doing general guidance. Thank you, Michelle. Mac and cheese. I used to have this friend that very much liked mac and cheese. All right, Jenna. All right, so I'm gonna swap it up a little bit. And I'm still going to use the Heal Yourself reading card for a card to show us what's being illuminated. In other words, where is Spirit showing you that you are out of alignment? There goes my ears. Out of alignment for the collective. For Jenna. I have the letting go card, Jenna, and it does show the past energies. What I'm going to say, though, is it's not going to be the past. I see the little guy back there with the black, hooded thing on and the candle, and it looks all creepy. The like Grim Reaper type of energy. But what I'm getting is more of, how you got the little angels, the bad angel and the good angel, and the good angel says, "Hey, do this good thing," and the bad angel says, "No, go do this. It's more fun." That self-sabotage type of energy, like that is maybe what you're struggling to let go of, or like what is being illuminated. It could be being shown to you how it is that you're still self-sabotaging, and it could be something that like you didn't see, right? Like it was really something very hidden. Again, more like subconscious type of energy, right? All right, let's look at how you will contribute to the collective. You guys are always talking about this delicious food. All right. Friendliness comes out and purpose comes out. I love it, Jenna. So friendliness says you're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. I'm going to read it one more time. You're able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. And then we have the purpose card that says you possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. All right, let's look and see how Spirit thinks you need to be more vulnerable in your relationships. How is this going to help you help the collective? We have vision. No matter what, you see a bigger picture of a loving, just universe. That's a card where whenever I read it, I feel like someone's thinking the universe is against me. God is against me. I don't actually, everything's harder for me than it is, let's say, so and so, right? It's that type of energy. So it's like, this is everything's happening for the greater good of all, right? Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here. And that is that Aquarius full moon. It's like something could be happening that you may be wondering, like, why? Why am I having to see this now? Or why am I having to repeat this lesson I thought I already took care of? Or why am I having to, you see what I'm saying? And it's like whatever is happening for the greater good of all. All right, let's pull a chakra love card for guidance. Two of them come out, Jenna. We have solar plexus. This is personal power. The crystal suggestion is amber. We have fearlessness. Turn your warrior into a warrior. So don't over worry yourself, right? Signs. Remember, you did get the letting go card. It kind of looks like the signs card. It kind of has that creepy cemetery in the back type of vibe. It says there will always be signs to guide you on your true path. There will always be signs to guide you on your true path. I think a lot of times we don't pay attention to the signs because, fear, lack of knowledge, right? Like it's like we don't know something. So we just, I remember like when I used to get I don't know, irate about like witches and spells. Remember that? And it was like as my knowledge grew, right? As I gained more wisdom, I realized that that was silly. Kind of like when I called that other blue moon and I said it wasn't a blue moon. Remember that? Kind of silly, right? So there will always be signs to guide you on your true path. All right, Jenna, I hope that was helpful. All right. Green salsa guacamole. All right, Dream Sequa, I believe you are next. If you want to say hi to me in the comments. And I did write down the full moon. And then, can't read my own handwriting. Renee. Renee is after Dream Sequence. Michelle. Sandra. Diana. Back on a job site today in North Carolina. Just quit working. In the zone. Guys, please don't feel bad if you're not able to catch a live. That's, you can just come back and watch the replay. Of course, I love it when you share your energy and when we can all, vibe together. Thank you, Michelle. All right, so dream sequence. Oh, I see it. And we are doing full moon. I'm going to start with the Heal Yourself reading cards. Guys, I'm fixing to close that list. So let me know quickly if there's anyone else that wants to do full moon or general guidance. Or even talking to heaven. All right, dream sequence. The first thing we're going to look at is what is going to be illuminated. This full moon is illuminating something to you. It's showing you how you are out of alignment, how you are not helping the collective, how you are slowing something down. We have inner child wounds coming out. It's number 16. Inner child wounds, abandonment, rejection. So this is actually something that has been coming up a lot for me, the inner child wounds. Oh man, I'm gonna step on some toes. First, I just want to say I love y'all, and I just give you the message I received. So there is a little bit of it's inner child wounds, but it's like I'm trying to figure out how to say this. It's like the lesson that you're learning right now with this full moon, what's being illuminated for you, or like what this full moon is showing you, is that we're responsible for our own healing. We're responsible for our own healing. Somebody made a comment to me the other day. They're like, well, when you talk to me this way, or when you have this tone, they were like, it triggers me to whatever. Okay, not my problem. I know what that sounds like. You're like, Rosa, you're such a bee. I totally get it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that's your opinion, because the facts are still the facts, and it's not my problem. It's your job to heal yourself, right? Like it's your job to heal yourself in a way that anybody can say anything to you and you're not triggered, right? Like that's the goal. So there's something here about what's being illuminated is that it's like someone's poking the bear, someone's pushing your buttons, and you're like, well, I don't know why they're doing that because now I'm going to act this type of way. I just want you to know, Dream Sequence, I'm getting in trouble right now. But it's like I'm going to act some type of way, and Spirit's saying, like, no, it's your job to heal yourself so that what other people do, one, is not your business, two, it's not your problem, three, you're not affected. You see what I'm saying? So there's something about that. All right, let's look at how you will contribute to the collective energies. I mean, I'm not love the word, but I agree with that statement. The disassociation has been coming up a lot for us collectively. All right, how you will contribute. We have the action card. Get ready. Forced action, Aquarius Full Moon. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. and how you can be more vulnerable. How Spirit is asking you to be more vulnerable in your relationships. You have the loyalty card flipping over. It says your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. One thing I want to say here, Dream Sequa, is in this journey, I am learning. I don't know. Did you catch that post that I put over on Facebook today? Um, in this journey, like people are human, right? Like they're bound to let us down. There's no perfect human. So it's like when what was it my post said? I can't remember now. But it was something like, people don't really have our back like we think they do, right? And the reason for that is because we think like, well, we would do it this way, or we would have their back this way, so we expect them to have our back that way, but it's never how it happens, right? And so I think the comment I made on Facebook was like, be cautious what of yours you're placing in someone else's hands, right? Because they're not always going to take care of your whatever it is, right? So there's something about that that's coming up here. I'm at that part in my journey where the only person, like my loyalties lie with Spirit, with Source, with God. That's the only one that's not going to let me down, right? All right, let's pull some guidance. Two cards come out. We have the sacral chakra. It is the fertility card we've seen earlier. It says, let your life burst forth from the seeds of creation. We also have divinity. Divinity. So this is Spirit asking you to use your tools, use your gifts. It's the crown chakra. The crown chakra is the connection from you to source, you to spirit, you to God. Divinity says, recognize the divine in the mirror. Recognize the divine in the mirror. Blue lace agate is the crystal suggestion on that card. Expression is on the bottom, Dream Sequa. Express your true self. The world needs you. Express your true self. The world needs you. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right, Renee. Renee is next. Renee, say hi to me in the comments. And just give me a quick reminder, which reading are we doing? It was full moon, right? Everyone was full moon except for general guidance and talking to heaven. Perfect. I know, girl. We're gonna need to do a maybe we should do like a live sacral chakra cleansing. What do we think about that? Like a live, clearly the sacral chakra is an issue right now. And it's funny because, like, here's just an example. Today, I was dealing with my own sacral chakra blockages, where I was dealing with like my own shame, guilt, remorse that I needed to process, right? And it was interesting to me because the blockage was so big. I was so focused on what I had done, or how I could have like maybe caused someone pain or hurt or whatever. And it was like, because I was so focused on that, I was blind to what they were doing to me. How interesting is that, right? And it was like once I was able to like break through what I had done, my part, right? Suddenly I was able to see, a lot more, I guess you could say. So yeah. You want to do general guidance? I do have my Queen of the Moon. I like using the Queen of the Moon Oracle for the general guidance because I do a quick, like, I normally pull like 3 and I do a quick, like, past, present, future. And then with the moon cards, it's like I can kind of tell like what it was about or how long ago, you know what I mean? All right, Renee, let's do a quick general guidance. General guidance. What if Spirit wants to talk to Renee about? The first card to come out is Full Moon Power, number 16, in the Queen of the Moon Oracle. This is about reining in your personal power, not giving personal power away. It's about reining in because you also have the Focus card. So number 16 and number 14. And discernment. All right, so action is on the bottom. I feel like Spirit's asking you to take some type of powerful action. I feel like you're having a hard time figuring out what that action should be because you're having a hard time focusing. Because you're having a hard time focusing, it's like discernment is needed. There's fogs around, like there's clouds around her head, so it's like she can't see clearly. She doesn't understand. So Spirit's asking you to focus because something very powerful is happening with this full moon. And I think what it is like it's showing you or illuminating like what action you need to take. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Yes, you guys think so? A live sacral chakra. Maybe we could do like a cleansing, a meditation, and then like a restorative practice thing. I will get something together. I think that's something we should probably do just because it is so collective. And I mean, it is all about, working with the collective energies now, right? All right, Michelle is next. And Michelle wanted full moon. Oh, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Diana, for reminding me. I meant to show everyone when we swapped over the video. There we go, guys. All 12 signs tomorrow night, Aquarius full moon. It's been a while since I've read for the zodiac, right? All the zodiac signs. So I'm really excited to. This is definitely like the first video of us getting back to normal, right? So it's just our first one coming back where we're going to do all 12 signs. I did make a very small spread for tomorrow night to go through all 12 signs just because I don't want to overwhelm myself. It's going to be a very powerful full moon, like I said. So yeah, guys, make sure to come back and join us for that tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Thank you, Diana, for reminding me. And guys, all this week's lives are already posted up on my YouTube, Facebook, and even over on Twitch. So I know that on YouTube and Facebook, you guys can go over and hit that notify me button and it will let you guys know. I know that YouTube doesn't always send out notifications. Guys, we're still a small channel, still growing. No bot ads, no, bots, none of that kind of stuff. Organic growth is what Spirit calls it. In other words, just the people that are supposed to be here, right? All right, Michelle, here we go. What's being illuminated? We have the healing card coming out. It's number 21. All right, so the healing card shows her like her hands encompassing this flame on this candle. It's like something burnt you, Michelle. Something something could feel like it maybe stabbed you in the back, or like it pretended to be something it wasn't. And whatever that is, it's like you've been healing from that all along, but it's like that's what's being illuminated this full moon. And it seems, Michelle, I swear to goodness, like our journeys are like two peas in a pod. But it definitely is giving me this vibe, like someone that you trusted. It's like something's being shown to you. I'm just gonna leave that right there. All right, let's look at how you will contribute. How you will contribute to the collective. One of these days, I'm gonna write a book, y'all. I swear to you. And when you read it, you're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, that's exactly what happened to me." I'll be like, "I know, right?" All right, how you will contribute. Are you ready? Creativity comes out, and it says you love to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination. I love spirit. So how you're going to contribute to collective is you're going to devise new ideas, innovations, and forms of illumination, because this is the age of Aquarius, right? All right, let's look and see how you can be more vulnerable in your relationships. How you can be more vulnerable in your relationships. Patience comes out, Michelle. You are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. I don't know about you, but like I'm definitely a control freak when it comes to like time. I'm so impatient. It's all that Aries energy in my chart. It's like I don't have time to wait for other people. So it's like I want something done. I want it done now type of energy. So it's like patience. You're going to have to be patient with those that are around you in any type of relationship. It doesn't have to be like a love, like a sexual or intimate relationship. Like it's going to be any relationship you're in, right? All right, let's pull guidance. I love it. All right, you got the peace card. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. In stillness, the answer will be revealed. It's the crown chakra. That is, again, your connection to source. Clear quartz is going to be the crystal suggestion. Michelle, tell me, do you feel like you recently found your peace? Do you feel like you would fight to protect that peace against people you never thought you were going to have to fight, right? And I just want to say I have not done your, I don't know if I should have said that out loud. Too late now, right? I haven't done the private reading, personal reading yet. I was definitely waiting for this collective to go first. So I should be working on yours probably first thing in the morning. Eddie Montgomery. This is crazy how I just randomly found this. No, not crazy at all. All right, Sandra is next. General guidance. Queen of the Moon. And just a quick past, present, future. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about. All right, the first one to come out is the realization card. It's number 3 in the Queen of the Moon. The number 3 shows, it always looks to me like the Alice in Wonderland chick, right? But it shows her standing at the entrance to this keyhole. And it's like you finally realized you were the key all along, or you had the answers all along. It's giving you that type of energy. It's number 3. ED. ED on it. I, I don't ever mean to mess your names up on purpose, I promise. All right, Sandra. So I kept pulling, and we have fruition and assessing. I feel like that's present though. I wanted 3 cards. Yeah, and growth. Okay, so we got 4 cards. What happened? I want to read the numbers to you as well because they could be significant. So 3, 37, 5, and 9. All right. So in the past, you realized something, like you were looking for an answer to something, and it's like you had this aha moment. In the present, because you've had that aha moment, you could be doing some assessing, like reassessing, like, hey, how did I get here? Where do I plan on going next? But you're also in this harvest moon energy, which is what's happening. And it's fruition, and it's this energy of you're finally starting to see all the things like come to fruition, right? Like all of your hard work, all of your thoughts, all of your manifestation. It's like in the present, you're physically starting to see these things come to fruition. And it's making it easier for you to look back and go, wow, look how far I've come, right? And then future energies, we have the growth card. With the growth card, I do see them holding that stopwatch. So it is this energy of like divine timing here. But it's also the card where the roots are encompassing the earth and it's like completely wrapped around the earth. So it's like this energy of you become part of something big, right? Part of something, you're rooted in something big is the energy that I'm getting. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. All right. Diana was last, correct, with a talking to heaven. And ED, are we doing ED on, did I just say it right that time? On Facebook? ED, I'm going to recommend our Aquarius Full Moon Reading. It is 4 cards, completely free, and most likely why you were drawn. One way or another. I love that. All right, first card to flip over. I watch over you every day. It's a picture of dandelions with a heart cloud formation in the sky. It was my time to go. The picture, you may have seen this recently too. People have this picture they hang in their house all the time. It shows the footsteps in the sand, and it's for that poem Footsteps, which is about how God says, like, the child cries out, like, why did you abandon me? And God's like, I didn't abandon you, child. I was actually carrying you. And that's why there's only one set of footsteps or footprints. But it says it was my time to go. And I see all of your thoughts comes out. Awesome. I watch over you every day is the card that I'm going to read. But there's something very significant about that. It was my time to go in that fingerprints or footsteps poem. I watch over you every day. Believe me when I tell you that I hear every one of your thoughts. Ooh, you even got the I see all your thoughts card. But it says that I hear every one of your thoughts and know all of your life's desires, goals, and accomplishments. We have such a strong soul connection that part of my desire here is to watch over you there. Even though I can't take your tests for you or interfere with your free will, I am sharing your space and I am always influencing you to do the best that I know you can do. I help bring into your life these important learning opportunities your soul needs in order to grow. Think of me as your guardian angel. We share life together. I am the light that goes before you, holds your hand, and shows you the way. So don't be surprised if a thought about me suddenly comes into your mind, seemingly at random. This is me standing next to you, letting you know that I am still with you. It's giving off very protective energy, Diana. I want to say a very protective, masculine energy. And again, there's going to be something about the footsteps or footprints poem that talks about like Jesus, God, that thing. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. She says, "Oh my God." I love when they say, "Oh my God." And now you got to explain that. Oh my God. All right, Edie, it's your turn. Can you say hi to me in the comments for me? And we will start that Aquarius full moon reading. She says, or my ceiling fan turns on by itself. Definitely. All right, Edie, here is how this reading goes. The first thing I'm going to look at is what's going to be illuminated for you. What's being illuminated, remember, all full moons illuminate. They show us how we are out of alignment, right? So let's see what will be illuminated this Aquarius full moon. Peaks tomorrow, guys, I believe. What did I say? 2:26 p.m. Eastern Time. Hole in the soul. You're longing for someone. The cord is pulling, right? The cord is pulling. On the bottom, you have number 11, take off your mask. So, Edie, I'm just going to tell you, okay, ready? We're on a very specific type of spiritual awakening journey over here at PLR, and most likely that's why you were drawn. It's not going to be a coincidence that what's being illuminated is the hole in the soul card. In other words, the thing you're longing for, that person that you're longing for, that's what's going to be shown to you so that you can heal that. You're going to heal that by taking off your mask. And 1111 is a really common number that's associated with this specific type of spiritual awakening journey. I don't even want to say the name because, again, it's just a label. Did you guys know that, like, back in the 70s, like 70s, and I would say like late 60s, 70s, and maybe early 80s, we were called the Ray of Light. Ray of light. Did you guys know that? It was not the TF word. But anyway, so yeah, what's going to be illuminated is you have some type of special connection, bond, and it's being illuminated to you. And what's being illuminated more so than anything is the pooling or the longing. So if I would put you into collective energies, I would say right now, collectively, we are learning how to unhook that cord, right? You can't cut cords. We've all learned that in very painful ways, but you can unhook the cord, right? Like you can heal whatever caused it to be able to hook in the first place, right? And it's like when you heal, you kind of unhook yourself from it. I think that could be what this full moon is going to show you. All right, I'm going to look at how you will contribute to the collective, how you will contribute. I'm using Power of Love activation for these. Donna's Ray of Light song, love it. Release, that's how you're going to contribute to the collective, Edie. It says you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Most likely you've seen all the signs and synchronicities, so you're scared to let go, you're scared to like move forward, you're scared to think like, I'm supposed to, I feel like it's because it's made into such a fantasy fairy tale. We think that we have to choose like this situation or this person, and like we're scared to choose ourselves. And I think when we do that, we feel like we're abandoning or rejecting something. And so this card is saying like it's okay for you to release this energy because it's not time for you to deal with this energy right now. It's not time for you these energies to be together, these unhealed energies, right? And you're releasing it to the loving forces of the universe because the universe is going to know what to do with that energy, right? All right, let's look and see how you can be more vulnerable in your relationships going forth. We have transformation coming out. It says you use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. So I would say you're probably going through a massive transformation. Where's Pluto on your chart? Do you have your birth chart? But it says you use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. On the bottom is the patience card. You're able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. Don't force anything with this full moon. You could get an opportunity to force your hand at something, and Spirit's saying don't do that. All right, let's pull a guidance card for Edie. Edie, if the message resonates, make sure to hit that follow button. Right? All right, the only illusion is separation. It's the chakra balance card. It's the unity card. Blue lace, agate, amethyst, and new jade, of course, are going to be the crystal suggestions, but that is fact. The only illusion is separation. Guys, I always say we are whole. You are whole. Your masculine and feminine energies inside are whole. You're not like a half a soul walking around on this world, right? It's a simultaneous incarnation, in case everybody was wondering. Simultaneous incarnation of your soul. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, guys. I hope all of those readings were helpful. I hope that Aquarius full moon energy information was helpful. So, guys, make sure to go back and check that out. Please remember that Monday night, tomorrow night, the night of the full moon. Remember, it's going to peak around 2:26 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we're going to do all 12 signs. So please come back, join us, hang out for that live. All right, guys. And then, of course, Tuesday night, we will be back with Divine Masculine, Celtic Cross, where we look at the heart of the matter and we focus solely on Divine Masculine energy. And then Thursday, we will do Divine Feminine. All right. Just shut up. Everything you said, like, really, thank you. I knew it. Most of the time, we just come here for confirmation. Yes, absolutely. But I won't shut up. I just get louder and louder and louder. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. I love y'all. Thank you, all my moderators who came in and helped today. I appreciate you so very, very much. I hope to see everyone tomorrow night for all 12 signs, Aquarius full moon. Guys, a very powerful full moon. So please remember it as you are feeling the effects of this full moon. Whatever is happening for your greater good. And I know that's hard to understand sometimes, but it's also happening for the greater good of all, right? And we are now definitely moving into this age of Aquarius, and it's more and more in our face. So I feel like this moon is really going to give us a sneak peek of what these energies are going to be, right? All right, guys, I hope to see everyone tomorrow night. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.